Welcome everybody from my side as well. For those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Philipp Endres. I'm part of the customer support team located in Germany. And yeah, I'm very happy that we also have a lot of participants today. Okay, let's start. In this presentation today, I would like to talk about the Enapter Handbook, why it is so important for you, but also for us, and what you can find in the Enapter Handbook. Okay, let's start. First of all, what is the Enapter Handbook? So you can access it when you go to handbook.enapter.com. And you will find a lot of information there. So the purpose is that we as Enapter have the possibility to provide you with a lot of facts, with a lot of information about your device, about the software, about anything which is related to your device that helps you to work on it, to be independent also from us, also a little bit from the customer support team, because sometimes it maybe takes some minutes, maybe even some hours until we answer, but we want to make sure that there is always an answer available. And that's why we have this handbook, and that's also why we have a lot of information there. So today I would like to go through the structure of the handbook to show you a lot of examples, what you can find there, how it is structured in general, and yeah, whatever you need should be there. And if not, then hopefully you will let us know so that we can further improve it. Okay, what to expect from the handbook. So we have different documents there. For example, the owner's manual, the data sheet, quick start guide, images and drawings that are free to download. Then we have different how-tos about how to flash the gateway, about the dry control network, but also about maintenance tasks and everything. And very important as well, the knowledge base. Here you can find general topics about technical integration, certification, safety, and so on. So whenever you have a question, I think it's worth to take a look here as well, because that will already give you a good overview. And then, of course, you're always free to contact us at support@enapter.com. Okay, let's go to the first chapter, find your device. So in this category, you have the possibility to find more information about your specific device. In this example, I choose the Electrolyzer 2.1 because we already have a lot of information there. Of course, there will be a lot more information for the EL 4.0 soon. However, I took this example now. Yeah, of course, as I already said, you can find the datasheet there and the owner's manual. But what else? So when you click on the Electrolyzer 2.1, then you can first find the resources. And here in the top of the page, you already see a link to the datasheets, owner manuals, all the important documents that you need in the beginning. Also, the quick start guide, which is contained in the Electrolyzer package, you will also have it here again as a download. The advantage is when you are accessing the documents here, you will always have the latest version with the newest information. So doesn't matter what exactly you're searching, I hope you will find it here. Then I want to talk about the owner's manual, because in the last weeks and months, we took a lot of effort to renew the owner's manual, to make it easier to read, to improve the structure, but also to focus on specific topics that we found out are maybe a little bit difficult to understand or not so clear for our customers. We want to avoid the most common problems, and therefore we took a lot of effort to improve our owner's manual, and we want to further improve that. So it's always worth to take a look here. Of course, the EL 4.0 will also have an owner's manual, and we're already working on it. We want to even contain more additional troubleshooting, make information even easier to find, and we want to put even more focus on relevant content so that it's easier for you to find the information that you're actually searching for. Now, what else can you find in this first page. So when you look to the right side of the page, you will find an additional column with a lot of headlines. And I think this is the perfect possibility to find specific topics that you were always wondering about how they work. For example, here you have the status LEDs indications. So there you can see what each LED means. Also, if you're wondering about specific events, then you will find it here. Whoever was wondering about the dryer control network, it's also included here. So just go to the EL 2.1, choose dryer control network or any other category on the right side. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the software. A lot of people who are not into IT usually face some issues with the software. And we want to provide help because we think it's not so difficult and we want to make it as transparent and as easy as possible. That's why we created a lot of content and uploaded it here to our software chapter. So whenever you have a question regarding the software, feel free to scroll through the page and take a look. What might be also very interesting for you is the Intel NUC, the next unit of computing that we're using as a gateway. So whenever you're wondering about which model to choose to set up your gateway, you can find useful information here. We're talking about the processor, the data storage, and so on, so that you find the right NUC for your application. And then, of course, the next step is to provide the software to the gateway. So we also have videos here. We have detailed installation guides, how to flash the SD card so that you have the Enapter firmware for the gateway and that you can fully use it. For that case, we recommend Balena Etcher. It's an easy tool, very easy to set up and very easy to flash. And with that one, you're ready to go to set up your gateway. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the Enapter Developer Toolkit. So when you go to the developers portal in software, and then you choose the Enapter Developer Toolkit, or you go directly to developers.enapter.com, you find even more information. So whenever you want to program your own blueprint, you want to go into more software development with our products, with our tools that we provide, you can find more information here. And yeah, it already shows you a lot of content, especially also when you are, for example, searching for rule-based management. So this is an important feature where it is very easy to set up the units according to your specific use case. You can program it in a very easy way, and that allows you to adapt the unit to your specific use case. So you just navigate to developers.enapter.com, and there you can find everything, like from a general introduction about how to prepare the UCM or writing your first blueprint. But even more, you can access different files. You will have examples there. You can find out how different communication modules are working, and yeah, also how to program date and time or other parts of your product. Then let's talk about the knowledge base. The knowledge base is very important for us because we want to, give you the possibility to clarify a lot of topics that you maybe have as a new customer or a not yet customer. So when you want to get a little bit more familiar with our products, but also if you're an existing customer, you can find a lot of helpful information there that makes it easier for you to better understand our product and also get a better idea how your system setup can look like or what else could be improved in your setup. So we have different categories. For example, the AM technology, which is talking in general about our key technology. Then the technical integration, which shows you a little bit more about how our products are working with other products from us, but also with external products. Then we have software control, safety, and certification. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. So whenever you have questions about that, feel free to go there. And we also have a small commercial chapter where you can have answers to your commercial questions. So what kind of questions can I find there? For example, if you want to know general things about hydrogen, if you want to know the differences between PEM and AEM, if you are wondering about the lowest production rate that we were talking about that yesterday, about the polarization curve and so on, or if you want to know a little bit more about Enapter's electrolyzer's lifetime, right? So these are all questions where you can find the answers in our knowledge base. So definitely check that out. Then the service bulletin. So the service bulletin is kind of a newsletter which helps you to get the latest information, very important information, and latest updates for your device. Here you can see the latest service bulletins, also look up important information for your device. And so whatever there is something very important that we would like to share with our customers, we upload it here. Last but not least, the roadmap. So in the roadmap, you can find presentations that show you what are the latest trends, what we are working on, and what's coming up next at Enapter. We're talking about our upcoming products, future goals, and a lot more. So check it out, and hopefully this will help you to solve your problems, help you to understand our products, and get more familiar. Feedback is very appreciated. I want to focus that here. So the handbook is something that is always improved and where we always receive a lot of feedback, and we continuously improve all the websites of the handbook. So whenever you have feedback, you're missing something, you're looking up for information that you cannot find, please let us know. It's very appreciated because we want to provide you the best information possible. We want to make sure that our descriptions, doesn't matter if it's about the product, about the software, or any other related topic, is clear for you, and that you are happy with it, that you are safe, feeling safe to use it, but also that you are actually safe to use them. And so whenever you have something in your mind that you're missing, feel free to contact us. We're happy to also update our documentation. However, if you still don't find the information you're searching for, you can always write to support@enapter.com. Today it is written correctly, I hope. So feel free to contact us. And if you have specific questions, of course, we're always there to help you out. Write to support@enapter.com. Doesn't matter if it's for questions, if it's for feedback, problems, requests, whatever it is. We're happy to hear from you, and we're happy to help you out. Thank you very much. All right. So let's see if there are some questions for me waiting.
There are, Philip.
Perfect.
Nice. So I mean, already the first question that came in that wasn't already answered in the chat came from Chris Allo, and he was asking us, is Enapter planning on direct Modbus control of the dryer anytime soon instead of talking through the electrolyzer Modbus with the dryer control network?
Yeah. Okay. So when you're using the dryer control network, you have the advantage that it's easier to use the electrolyzer in combination with the dryer. And when you have the devices connected via the dryer control network, then you have basically the possibility to control electrolyzers and dryers at the same time. And this is, sorry, correct me if I'm wrong, Max, but this is possible via the Ethernet port of the electrolyzer.
Yes, of course. So right now the dryer does not have an Ethernet port, and this is of course needed for direct Modbus communications. So there's no right now Enapter, that I know of, has no plans of implementing a direct port for the dryer 2.1. But of course, it's on the table for the dryer 4.0, and we'll be looking at it in good detail to understand whether or not we should be implementing this or not. If the feedback from the clients and our customers all over the world is consistent, and they would like to have a single device Modbus control without accessing or going through the machine-to-machine network, then that's something that we can, of course, look at again. Okay.
Thank you for helping out.
No problem. And then we have a question from Hesse. Can you enter a user profile and type in the online handbook? Are there quick emergency step-by-step procedures available?
Sorry, I'm not sure if I got the question. So
yeah, I'm not so sure either. Actually, I just get the last part. So are there emergency step-by-step procedures for in terms of hazard reduction or something like this on the handbook at the moment?
Yeah, so in the handbook, we are explaining a lot about safety features, but we're also talking about the most important things that you need to consider when you set up your device. However, safety is always something very specific, which also depends on your local regulations and laws. So unfortunately, we from Enapter side, we cannot give a global solution to your specific situation. However, general advices, we also included them in the owner's manual.
Yes, great, thank you. We have a question from Sebastian Alvarez. What can be done to implement the dryer control network in an island mode for a system? So do we have information for the island mode?
Yeah, so actually we have also a lot of information for the island mode. You can find that also in the handbook. Also, I haven't mentioned that in the presentation, but in the upper right corner of the handbook, you find the search bar. So whenever there's a topic and you are struggling to navigate to that topic, feel free to just type it in there, and it will automatically suggest you the right chapter.
Great. And then Via Kumar is asking us, we are using a PLC to which we will be connecting multiple electrolyzers. Can these be controlled by standard PLC software?
Okay, so I think that's also a software topic that maybe Nikolai can answer a little bit better. But yeah, to give you a first rough answer, yes, so we are using the Modbus TCP interface to control electrolyzers. And yeah, you will also have the possibility to control them via PLC. Nikolai, can you go a little bit more into detail about the answer of this question?
Yeah, sure, Philip. Yeah, actually, your answer is completely correct. So if you would like to control multiple electrolyzers with your PLC, you are welcome to do that. However, if you want to make it more easier for you, you can also use a gateway as a middleman device, which will aggregate all devices together, and you can use, for example, MQTT protocol to control all your system with just with just one, for example, command sent over MQTT.
Thank you very much, Nikolai.
Yeah, welcome.
Good, nice guys, nice. We're getting it together with teamwork. Mauro Cesana is asking us, is it possible to integrate the monitoring and control of external devices, so not our Enapter devices, into our software system? For example, could we integrate a hydrogen leak detector into our EMS?
Yes, so I think that's one of our biggest strengths from the Enapter EMS, so that we have the possibility to also monitor and control external devices, even if they are not purchased from Enapter. So with our UCM modules, you have the possibility to connect your external devices if they have the appropriate interfaces, and connect then the UCMs to your Enapter monitoring system. And with that Enapter monitoring system, you have the possibility to have all the controls and all the data from Enapter devices, but also external devices in one site. And that makes it super easy to control, super easy to monitor. And all you need to do for that is you need to make sure that you have an UCM module that you can purchase from us that is compatible with your external device. And then you will find a lot of information about blueprints and how to set up your external device and make it ready for communicating with our EMS.